Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that didn't explode on headlines, didn't arrive with loud announcements, and didn't look dramatic at first, but it may turn out to be one of the most damaging mistakes Russia has made in this war. For a long time, the world believed Russia had found its balance. The front lines looked steady, major movements slowed down, and from a distance, it appeared as if Ukraine was slowly losing momentum. That perception was not an accident. Russia believed stability meant control. They believed time was on their side. They believed Ukraine was reacting, not planning. That belief shaped every decision that followed. What Russia didn't realize was that Ukraine had already changed the nature of the fight. Instead of chasing headlines, Ukraine started chasing systems. Instead of attacking what looked powerful, they began targeting what kept that power alive. Supply routes, energy networks, logistics hubs, communication infrastructure, these aren't the things that create viral images, but they are the things that decide wars. Russia had prepared for a war of strength. Heavy armor, massive firepower, large formations, but they had not prepared for a war of patience. Ukraine slowed the tempo. They watched. They studied patterns. They waited for moments when a small strike could cause a large ripple. And when those strikes came, they didn't come all at once. That was the first sign of a deeper strategy. Instead of a single devastating blow, Ukraine applied pressure in waves, quiet disruptions followed by pauses. Then another disruption, somewhere else. Each one looked manageable on its own. Together, they created exhaustion. Fuel depots failed. Power outages slowed operations. Communication gaps caused confusion. None of this meant immediate collapse, but it meant delays, and delays are deadly in modern warfare. Convoys began arriving late. Repairs took longer than planned. Orders moved slowly through the chain of command. An army built on speed cannot afford hesitation. What made this even more effective was what Ukraine did not do. They didn't rush to claim credit. They didn't flood media channels with celebration. They didn't turn every strike into a public announcement. They stayed quiet. Silence became a weapon because silence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates fear. Russian analysts struggled to explain what was happening. State media avoided details. Official statements sounded confident but lacked clarity. And when soldiers don't understand why systems are failing, confidence begins to crack. Soldiers don't panic when they lose a fight. They panic when nothing makes sense. Why is power out again? Why are supplies delayed? Why aren't orders clear? These questions spread faster than panic itself. Meanwhile, Putin continued to project confidence. He believed Ukraine was running out of options. He believed the pressure would eventually break them. That assumption became the core mistake. Ukraine was not trying to win quickly. They were trying to make Russia tired. Every move forced Russia to respond. Every response required resources. Every resource spent created another gap. Instead of solving problems, Russia was chasing them. Defending everything meant protecting nothing completely. Defensive lines stretched thin. Commanders faced impossible choices. Priorities conflicted. And as pressure increased, decision-making slowed. This is where modern warfare reveals its true nature. It's not just about weapons, it's about systems, and systems break not when they are hit once, but when they are stressed continuously. Ukraine understood this. They didn't try to overpower Russia. They tried to outlast it. They understood that fear-based systems only function when they appear strong. When cracks appear, fear turns inward. Blame replaces confidence. Suspicion replaces coordination, and slowly, control begins to slip. History has shown this pattern again and again. Empires rarely fall because of one dramatic defeat. They fall because small failures pile up until recovery becomes impossible. Russia has faced pressure before, but this pressure was different. It wasn't loud, It wasn't sudden, it was constant, and constant pressure is exhausting. Every day required more effort to maintain the same level of control. Every adjustment came too late. Every fix revealed another weakness. Ukraine waited when the world expected action, and acted when attention moved elsewhere. That timing mattered, because while analysts debated front-line movements, the real battle was happening behind them. Logistics slowed, morale weakened, confidence eroded. This wasn't accidental. It was calculated. Ukraine studied how Russia thinks, how it reacts, how it manages crises, and they built a strategy around those reactions. Instead of confronting strength directly, they forced mistakes. Instead of seeking immediate victory, they sought long-term advantage. And by the time Russia realized what was happening, the conditions had already changed. The battlefield was no longer just land and territory. It was time, morale, and endurance. Putin had prepared for dominance. He was not prepared for uncertainty. And uncertainty is dangerous for centralized systems. When decisions depend on control, delays become fatal. When authority depends on fear, cracks spread quickly. Ukraine didn't need to defeat Russia in one moment. They needed to make every moment harder. And they succeeded. The war is not over. The outcome is not yet written, but the direction has shifted. And when historians look back, they may not focus on a single battle or announcement. They may point to this phase when patience outmatched power, when silence caused more damage than noise, and when underestimating an opponent turned into a strategic failure. This wasn't about who had more weapons. It was about who understood the war better, and in this chapter, Ukraine understood something Russia did not. Wars are not only fought on the battlefield, they are fought in systems, decisions, and time. And time, slowly but surely, stopped working in Russia's favor. If you want more deep analysis and real insight into how conflicts truly unfold, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.